This episode of Bachelor in Paradise started continuing Poopgate.
Disgusting.
Poor Sam's time has run out.
Yeah, it's about time. I thought she was going to be able to get it out. I thought so. It made it seem like she was
full confidence
stay.
that she was going home.
Yeah, it just sucks. Maybe, what's his name? Aaron S. I think they'll probably reconvene outside of the show.
I think he's getting his ass sent home next week.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a tough situation. The producers didn't really give him an out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you either gotta finesse your way in with a relationship like what Brayden did, or you're going home.
That's right.
So we'll see what happens. I think next week is going to be a good episode.
Yeah, and I think that he was a little booty hurt.
Who?
At Aaron S. at the end of the episode, because he smashed the truth box being like, yeah, we're going to see how people really feel about each other. And I was just like,
I don't think that was that bad.
It was kind of annoying.
Why?
It was just like, let me just stir up more drama for nothing. Like, Wells was going to get to it. Don't worry.
I don't think so.
I think that, well, because he was going to, this truth box is going to be there throughout the entire season.
Oh, and okay.
And so for him just to be like, let's just stir up it now. Like, relax. He was getting to it. It's okay.
Yeah, I didn't read it that much into it, but
I just thought it was silly I just thought that was dumb. But the comedic timing of Sam being sent home and then the next commercial was a constipation supplement was hilarious to me. As soon as I saw that, I broke out laughing because I just
yeah.
Like, did they time that? Did they do that on purpose? I don't know. I thought that was hilarious, though. But after the whole situation with Sam, John Henry from Charity Season comes down to the beach, and he initially says that he is interested in meeting Kylie, which
everybody's apparently
everyone
interested.
is, naturally, of course.
She's not all that. She's not.
What about my girl, Jess?
Yeah, I think everybody's just too scared of Blake. And that's what it seems like.
Yeah, I think so, too. But
And it seems like she's not even into him anymore.
who, Jess?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we see, like, enough about each couple.
They don't have any screen time, Blake and Jess.
Not really.
So, and then...
We haven't even seen them kiss.
Right. We haven't.
At least I don't think so.
It just seems like that was her first best option, and nothing else has
it's a good option for sure. I think that if she stuck with that relationship, that they would.
I think if he was a guy who came down the stairs during it, she would be a lot more interested in him than she is now.
Interesting.
I think thinks she's settling right now.
Interesting take. Yeah, I'm not sure who would come down that would spark her interest anymore, because Tanner came down and Kat said, "Whoop, mine."
Yeah.
So I think that was the only
Kat's
option.
a scam.
If Jess was asked on the date last week,
she would have said yeah.
She would have said yes.
For sure.
I think so, for sure. She just hasn't had a lot of opportunity, and neither has Blake, honestly. Like, none of the girls have wanted to try to take Blake out on a date yet. Yep. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that both of them get an opportunity and then, like, find that they still want to, like, be together. And also, they should just have more screen time, because I know nothing about their relationship at this point. But, yeah.
Yeah, next week's going to be a good one, I think. It's going to be a lot more drama-related, it seems like.
It seems like it's going to be all about Kat, which, do I really like?
No.
This
seemed like
she's
a build-up
great TV.
episode.
She's great TV.
Yeah, this seemed like a build-up episode. Like, they were just trying to, like, build up some plots, and then they're just going to let it all go out with Sean, Rachel, Brayden situation, and what's the other girl? Or they're probably they seem like it seems like Avon and Kylie, they're just kind of like done. The producers they're like, they had their time. Let's not focus on
this
them.
episode they kind of established that they're kind of exclusive.
Yeah, it seems like that.
It seems like they were just like I don't really want to talk to anybody else that comes down. Both of them said that.
Yeah, and that's like a one-way ticket to not getting any more screen time.
Yeah.
So, and
but
maybe
I don't really know if they need it. Anyway.
Yeah, I guess so. They're not really interesting anymore.
Kylie's name is getting...
Poor Will's probably getting the boot this week, and he's just kind of laugh at that. I just...
Poor guy.
No, but, like, you can't feel bad anymore
Yeah.
Like, he put himself in those situations. He could eat, instead of moping around the whole day when a girl's out, he can go talk to another one. That's perfect time to go talk to another one.
Yeah, that's right.
And he just decided to go like this.
I know. Yeah, in my notes
Be sad.
Says, Will's depression is making this show depressing.
It is. It is terrible. Suck it up, man. How do you go on the show and expect it to be like, expect to work out? Like, the chances that he's the one who ends up in a relationship, because usually it's like, what, 1 to 2 couples who make it all the way to the end? 4 couples?
Sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
3.
Well, what I'm saying is, I didn't think it was going to be him from the beginning. He seems like a guy who gets his heart broken very easily.
Oh my goodness.
And
so easy.
And he's just like, you can't, he's a sad boy.
I know. Poor thing. But yeah, back to John Henry just for a second. He picks Olivia for their date, which was interesting to me just because it seemed a little forced. I don't know. I thought that he was going to say that Kylie and him should go on a date together. But yeah, or even Kat. John Henry and Kat could have also gone on that date because Kat was trying to be like, hey, I mean, I think that Kylie and Avon are pretty solid together, but hey, shoot your shot, I guess. I'm open.
I feel like Tanner beats John Henry.
I think so too.
Yeah, I guess that's just Kat to like jump ship.
Yeah, honestly. And I just thought it was interesting too because, like I just said, Avon and Kylie had a conversation during the episode this week that they are going to be, mostly just talking to each other and being exclusive.
Yeah.
But in her conversation with John Henry, she was like, yeah, like I'm with Avon, but it's still early.
We'll see.
Yeah, but I mean, after that, they did say that they're going to be exclusive.
I think they're done.
I think they're exclusive too. Yeah, I don't think that.
Give him any
I don't
more
think we
time.
need to worry about Kylie.
They'll make it to the end.
Yeah, definitely.
They seem good. She literally said she would have his kids on their first date.
And that was so weird.
Was
saying,
so
my
weird.
man.
It's so weird.
That was weird. And then on Olivia and John Henry's date, they have a fun little spa date. I would love that.
Yeah, that was nice.
It looked like
good.
so much fun. And I thought that it was funny that Olivia kind of broke the ice in
What'd she do
the
again?
date by breaking the bed that they were supposed to do their little date on.
That was hilarious.
That was funny.
He's so awkward.
He was so nervous too. It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah. I guess he seems like a real country boy
Yeah.
who's like probably never been on TV really, besides his season.
I think that he said that he got sent home a little bit early.
Yeah, so he's
On
just
charity
like
season.
never been deep into a production before.
Yeah. So his behavior makes sense to me. But
Olivia's slightly growing on me. She's definitely getting better in my opinion.
I think that on the date, it seemed like she was a little bit more into John Henry than John Henry being into her.
For sure.
And it seemed more like a friendship date to me.
It did. That's what it seems like.
It didn't seem like there was like
It seems like her whole
chemistry.
Bachelor in Paradise experience has been friendship dates. Like, it doesn't seem like anybody's actually into her.
Right. I mean, she hasn't been on a date before. This is her first date. But the next person to come down from charity season was John B. And he first pulled Mercedes. But that also just reminded me that Mercedes has not picked Will or Tyler.
Right. But like she's
Like,
not
publicly.
picking Will.
No, she's not.
She's not.
Why would you why would you
she
not pick Tyler Norris?
like
He's Tyler Norris.
She's not picking Will.
No, definitely not.
And like it sucks because maybe Will feels like he still has a chance, but he should know that.
He doesn't have. I don't think he feels like that at all.
You don't think he thinks that he has a chance?
No, I think that he 100% has
he's
faced the facts that he is going home, and that this
he's not
experience
even
is
trying
not
anymore. Like he's just like lonely.
I mean,
on the beach.
we are left on a cliffhanger that another girl comes down before the rose ceremony.
Right. That'll be like the grab.
Yes.
What's hilarious though, when everybody was coupled up and Tyler Norris and Mercedes came back from their date. Maybe this was an episode prior or whatever.
Yeah, it was.
But like Will was the only one just sitting there alone.
Oh, I remember that.
And everybody was coupled up, and he was just like so sad. It was hilarious.
That was funny. But yeah, John B. asked to take Eliza on the date, and Aaron and her have a conversation about it, which makes sense because they are a little bit more developed than the people who,
definitely,
like Peter and Olivia, who had a conversation. She was trying not to be a hypocrite by having their conversation, but Eliza and Aaron, she was just like, how do you feel about me going? And Aaron told her that he does not want her to go. And I thought that was good to say, because I think that last season of Bachelor in Paradise, Eliza was in a situation where her and Rodney were in a really good place, and then someone that she was interested in, who was what's his name, I don't know why I'm blanking on his name right now.
For who?
Eliza last season.
Right, I'm gonna help you there.
I'm just saying. Last season, she was kind of in a similar situation where Rodney didn't want her to go, but he didn't tell her that he didn't want her to go. He was just like thinking it and was trying to be supportive. And she
said she was in that same exact spot.
Yeah, she was trying to be like,
but like, you have to go. You can't just like, even if you get a 10.
Yeah, but
you gotta
last
like
season, Eliza wanted Rodney to tell her not to go on the date, because
and you think she would not have gone?
It showed initiative. It showed that he wanted her so bad that he didn't want another person to be
and then Aaron said that, and she said, "Whoop-ha!"
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, so that, in that case, it didn't really work out. But I don't think that her relationship with Aaron B this season is as strong as what it was with Rodney last season.
Yeah, okay, but keep in mind, this is a 2-3 day relationship at most right now.
That's right. That is right.
You're not going to be like, oh, I'm not going on this date.
Yeah.
Because I've known this dude or this girl for like 3 days.
Yeah, and on John B and Eliza's date, they honestly don't show us a ton about what happened, but they do kiss.
They do.
And truly, I don't know what she's going to do. I think that at the rose ceremony, she's going to choose Aaron because it's a more established relationship, and they didn't have like a lot of issues before.
Yeah, it seemed mutual. Like, it seems this
mutual.
one also seemed like a friend date, I'd say.
But they kissed. I mean, so did Olivia. And
I don't know. I think it was still a friend date.
Yeah.
I think it was like whatever. So
but she said that she was thinking about Aaron the whole time during the date.
Exactly, which is...
I forgot about that. That was nice.
That's a huge tell. I think she likes him way more. I think she wanted to experience another relationship possibly, and also go on a date, because like, she's just been on the beach. Like, that's probably like everybody's bucket list, like go on a date thing. Yeah,
so I think that next episode she's going to choose Aaron B for sure.
Yes, that is our prediction.
But after they show John B and Eliza's date, they show John Henry and Olivia coming back from theirs, and they're holding hands. I think they shared a little kissy kiss.
Who?
John Henry and Olivia, when they came back from their date. Yeah. So before they walked down the stairs, they were like holding hands and kissing and whatever, and then they come down holding hands. And so I just thought something that was hilarious was that she was so getting excited after her date, which is like as you should be, but she was like, I need some girl talk. Talking to Kylie. And
talking to Kylie? Like, you're friends all of a sudden?
Yeah. Oh, you're all buddy-buddy. Even though you just said an episode ago that she would make your life a whole lot easier if you weren't there. That was classic.
Yeah, it's just so weird how they flip-flop so much and all of a sudden they're friends.
Yeah, it's fine, I guess. They only have each other on the beach, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe they've figured out their issues.
It's kind of hard to like have like a little click on the beach too. I feel like that's yeah, but I thought that was funny. And then also something I wanted to note was after Olivia and John Henry got like changed and showered and whatever after their date and they came back down, John Henry's wearing jeans on the beach.
That was so
He's so
funny.
Southern.
That was so funny.
Hopefully, it's 90 degrees at night. You're wearing jeans on the beach.
Yeah.
Everybody else is in like a nice linen shirt.
That was hilarious. I just
thought that was so funny. And during Peter and Olivia's second conversation, they kissed for the first time.
Okay.
Too. And Peter was being so insecure after their date. They're like, I think I'm really liking you. And I was like,
yeah, what?
Am I missing something here?
I don't know.
Am I missing something here? Because I have not seen anything.
Right. I thought it was a producer thing.
Yeah. I mean, it still can be. Definitely.
It totally could be.
I think that he's just trying to make his image prettier.
Well, also that, and he also just could be trying to get a rose so he can stay another week, see who else comes back down.
And now Olivia's like, oh, I'm the bachelorette of the beach. Who do I choose?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
It's gone a little bit to her head. Yeah, I think that's the route he's taking. Sure, he might be like a little bit more interested in her, but he also could be just saying that so he gets a rose.
Yeah.
Then he could just be like, okay, you go have your fun. I'll find somebody else. That's what I would do.
Yeah. And during that time, too, that's when Sean pulls Jess for the first time. And
I mean,
Sean initially shared his, interest in Jess.
Yeah.
Before, but Sean was like, "Hey, like, can you and I talk?" And they talk on the day bed, and he's just like, I don't know if it's too late, but like, I'm still really interested in you. And she basically is just like, "Thanks, but no thanks."
I still like that move. He tried, which I feel like 90% of those guys on that beach wouldn't have the balls to do that, especially because Blake seems like everybody's scared of him.
Yeah.
But, like,
that's a hard friend zone by Jess, though.
Right. It didn't work because he's arguably one of the ugliest guys on the beach. But at least he tried.
Yeah.
Like, everybody knows he hasn't been clicking with Rachel as much. It seems like they've just kind of chosen each other to get by in these next few weeks until somebody better comes.
Rachel can do so much better.
She can. But also, like,
so can
Sean tried with Jess. That was his number one, and that's what he came down for.
I don't think he tried.
You don't think he tried?
No. This is the first conversation they're having in a week.
It's been a week? I thought it's only been a few days.
No, it's been a week now.
Oh.
Because this week, the girls have the rose.
Okay. Well, then
he should have
done it earlier then.
He's like 6 days too late.
Yeah, should have done it earlier.
He should have done it the day of the fire pit situation.
That's true. Yeah.
That's when that was his chance. Right after he admitted that he was interested in Jess. That's the night that they should have had a conversation.
Okay, so the conversation was good. The timing was bad.
Timing was bad. Brayden also talks to Rachel.
Well, I mean, that's because now Brayden sees... Well, what did Brayden do? Brayden told Kat... No. What's her name?
Rachel.
Brayden told Rachel that Sean had a conversation with Jess. Rachel got pissed.
Totally screwed it up for Sean.
He really screwed it up for Sean.
Because I think he was sharing like a private conversation that him and Sean had.
Yeah, and they were friends too. And what sucks is that
they kissed and made up.
Yeah, and
they were not boys before.
Yeah, and Brayden was like, when Brayden was sad about the cat situation, Sean was one of the first dudes who came to comfort him. So Sean's a really nice guy, it seems like.
Yeah.
And Brayden just was like...
Brayden is not a boy's boy.
He's not a boy's boy. He said, what went on in his head is, I either want to stay, I need a rose. Rachel's my best option.
But also, Rachel initially said that Brayden was one of her top people that she wanted to meet.
Really?
Yeah, in the intro. In the intro. And I was like,
crazy.
Really?
Really?
Him? Okay. But I think that relationship can actually develop a little bit more. Until I think that one of Rachel's guys from her season comes down, and I think, based on the previews that we've had, that they hit it off. So I don't know if her and Brayden are going to get into a huge thing. I hope so, because that would be good TV. And I totally see that happening. But yeah, who knows with them. And yeah, we kind of already talked about it a little bit, that during the cocktail party, Aaron S. slams down the truth box and exposes all the stuff about Kat, and it's making her upset, rightfully so. Honestly, like, I think that the attitude that all these guys are having towards Kat is just a little much. Like, I understand that they're upset, Brayden especially, obviously, that he kind of got ghosted after Kat and Tanner's date.
But it's paradise.
Yeah.
You gotta expect that. You can't get your heart broken over, like, that stuff.
And for Rachel to be like, did you write all those notes?
That's so funny.
I'm like, yeah, probably. And also,
probably every single one.
For Aaron to be like, let's see how people really feel, I feel like he also probably wrote a note or two about Kat as well. And probably for Kat to just absolutely blow up and start yelling in her confessional to the point where everybody on the beach can hear it was a little much, a little immature.
But that's what they pay her for.
You're right. I hope she gets the big bucks for this one, for sure.
Probably will.
We see, going into next episode for the preview, that it's Kat's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not a good one.
It's not a good one.
And it just seems like thing after thing is going bad for her. So I'm hoping that it's not as bad as it looks like on the...
I think it's going to be a fireworks show.
I feel bad for her.
I don't.
I know. I think I feel bad for her a little bit. Like, she's kind of the worst, but I don't think that she deserves what she's getting, though.
She's the worst if this situation were to happen in real life. But because it's on TV,
the name of the game.
It's the name of the game. People can get mad at her, but like brush it off.
Yeah.
Like that you knew that was probably going to happen. You just didn't want to happen to you, and it did, and now you're pissed.
Right.
Move on.
But she loves being in other people's drama.
I know.
But once it gets to her, she's like, no, absolutely not.
Well, I mean, as would anybody.
I know. she just can't take it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens next episode. I hope it's interesting, but I hope that she doesn't get flamed too much.
I think it's going to be this is going to be probably one of the better ones of the season so far.
Yeah, definitely.